Just testing my audio here a second. Just testing my audio here a second. Because last time I had it too close. Because last time I had it too close. Okay. Because last time I had it too close. Okay. Because last time I had it too close. Okay. Okay, maybe that's better. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe that's better. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. So. Oh, is she not moving? No. She doesn't want to come to work tonight. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Yeah, just got back from vacation a couple days ago. And I think I fixed the issue with it muting my music. I think I finally figured out how to like turn the thing off in the menu or whatever, so yeah, anyway. For anybody that did go on vacation, I hope your vacation went well. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say about that. Yeah, I've been super busy ever since I got home, working on house stuff, just all kinds of stuff here, and realized I only have like a month and a half till my kids go to school, so I need to really try to work on projects because I know I'm going to be busy with them during the summer, so. I did end up finishing the first doll that I did, the one that I did last time, Ishara. I have pictures of her up on my DeviantArt, and let's see, my Facebook. I don't know if I put it on anything else, but yeah, tonight hoping to get a little bit of a start on another one of my characters. I have plenty of them. This one is my Tiefling Water Genasi for our Dungeons and Dragons game. Her name is Jada. And unfortunately, I was busy with stuff today and didn't really get around to doing some of the modifications on this doll. I'm using a... Wow, she is really white on the screen. I am using another Monster High doll. This is... Here we go. This is a Katrine Demu. She's a cat doll. She has her tail and everything. I cut the ears off up here and used wire and epoxy sculpt to make her horns. I have a tendency to go big with ears and horns. I think I said that last time. I'm not sure why. But these ones actually turned out really nice. The ears, the way I was able to Dremel them down, they actually came out really, really nice. They're like knife edged, so that's pretty much what I'm going for. A lot of the sculpts that I did on some of the other dolls, I didn't quite get there, so I need to either completely redo them or try to sand them down. In a second, I just realized why is it showing on red? There we go. Don't know why that was offline. I might have to go through and re-Dremel some of the ears though. Some of them I just made them either way too thick towards the base, like towards the head, or the part out here just didn't come out the way that I want it to, so I will have to rework those. For this doll, I know her tail is like curled like this, and it's really thin. And the way that I designed Jada's tail, it's a bit thicker up here. So I may either just stick with the thinner design and just Dremel and shave down, like right about here, like cut off this curl and just kind of shave it down to a point. Not sure if I'll go in and kind of thicken this up a bit or not, but I know I need to probably do that. And then the only other thing that I know I really need to adjust is her feet. So I did acquire some supplies for her. I try to put everything into a bag of all the stuff that I want to use for her. And for her antlers, like I can, ow, man, I got a cut on my thumb today that hurts really bad. Sorry, so didn't mean to complain about that. I got a doll, I want to say an Ever After High doll or something. It was like a really small doll, and it came with these. She had like I think she was a deer, and so she had these on her head. These antlers, one on each side of her head. And so for Jada, that's basically what I did. Is I just cut off the ear portion, the ear tip here, and punctured a hole, and then painted them brown. Of course, since Jada's, they're not really. I don't know. When I designed them, I was thinking more of like branches or thorns, and not really like antlers. So yeah, but anyway, so I got fabric here. I've got different kinds of bendable wire that's covered in some brown paper that kind of looks like vines, and I did get lucky enough to find this black faux fur for her cloak, because she has a black bear fur cloak. And I was originally just going to use this white that I found that I had at home, and I didn't really like it, so I was really thankful I finally eventually found that. Anyway, a while ago when I was first starting to do dolls, when I was buying through a seller, I had found a bunch of different boots, and I don't try to be super picky, but I'm a little more particular about the boots because like if I want them to be flat, then I want them to be flat. And these were actually really close, even with the line on the top, to what I was looking for, and they were even a perfect color, and they have a little buckle on them and everything. So I really wanted to use these, so I snagged them up. The only problem is with this doll, if I go to put, because it's for a heel, you know, when I go to put it in, even if I go all the way to the bottom, her heel sticks out of the back here like this. So I think probably tomorrow, if I get around to it, I'm going to honestly just bisect that right here, just cut the heel right off on both of these dolls with a Dremel, because I don't plan on her shoes coming off at all. So yeah, those are the modifications I know I definitely need to make to really get her to match the picture that I'm going for, which I am trying to stick as closely to this as possible. There are some things in this picture that aren't on here, of course, like the black cloak that I mentioned. And she does have a dragonfly brooch on her collar area here. And then I'm not really sure with her arms. Sorry about that, I am tired. With her arms, I kind of float back and forth between her just having these vines and leaves come out of her arms, or vines and leaves with what looks like bracers. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna go with yet. I did find I was getting rid of some old sandals that I had, and I salvaged the leather straps from them that are also dark brown, which this could be a nice size buckle here. But I like that this is really flexible, and it just looks a little bit, yeah, I mean it's shiny, but it looks weathered and cracked, and I just like the texture on it, so I made sure to save it in case I need it. Goodness, I'm sorry. And then I have a bracelet that has like these enamel flowers that I may use for what's up by her. I'm gonna keep picking this up here on the sides of. She has one on each side. Or I have one of these downstairs. I have a bunch of flowers. I might take these apart and just make. I'm probably just gonna use this so that the texture's more realistic. I'll just take it apart and make the flowers for her head. For the dragonfly brooch, I do have some nail gemstone. So I bought these a long time ago. They were so super cheap on eBay. There we go. All different colors and designs, and they're just like these teardrop and rhombus shapes. So I have those, and then I have these hair beads that I have a bunch of left over. That I'll probably use the really pretty intricate ends for the body of the dragonfly, and then probably the wings. And then I will glue more of the gemstones on top of it. So that is the plan. Fun little detail. When we were playing, so she uses I think it's conjure animals or call animals spell, or I'm not sure, whichever one it is. She is a druid. Sorry. I was trying to see if I was lazy enough and also did not charge the battery from before I went on vacation. And storms are supposed to be rolling in tonight, so I just figured I'd get on for a little bit and see what I can do. I did grab a bunch of paint and stuff, so maybe I'll just start working on doing the moss on her body and maybe her skin and stuff. But anyway, for Jada, I have a bunch of these earrings. We had one night where we were playing, and it was the first time that I used this spell. Like I said, it's either call animals or conjure animals or something, and you can summon Fae. I think it's 4 half CR animals, creatures, whatever, to aid you. And so she ended up calling 4 black bears from the Fae Wild to assist her in this fight, which we had been missing a couple of people that night, and it was only me and I think one other person at the time, and so it was like I was trying to really figure out how to use these spells and find things that were more useful than usual. It was a more combat intensive fight that night. But yeah, so she called on the bears, and I asked my DM just sort of half jokingly, but not me. Like I am obsessed. Like I always have gummy bears, always. Oh shit. Oh, sorry, my bad. I always have gummy bears on hand. Like it's just inevitable. It's just a go-to comfort snack for me. And anyway, I asked my DM, I was like, oh, could it be, could the bears be gummy bears? And he's like, sure, why not? I said, couldn't they just kind of look like gummy bears? And I was just, like I said, half joking, but he said, sure. And then my brain just instantly tried to picture what it would look like to have these big gummy bears that in my mind essentially just look like black bears, but gelatinous in form, teeth and everything. It's funny to me, and that's all that matters. So, but anyway, so when I was working on picking up some stuff for these dolls, I had these earrings, and so I have these little, oh my gosh, I have these little gummy bear earrings that I have green, and I have yellow, I have red, and I have blue. And she gave them names that night, and I even just wrote them down on my paper just so I could keep track of them. So their names are Itchy, Scratchy, Maximus, and Turd. And I don't even know why those just came out of my mouth. Like I actually just typed them because it's over to Discord, so we end up just text typing, which is kind of nice to not have to be on like camera or voice chat or whatever. And I can also sometimes do other things, so it's nice. It's different, but I'm learning a lot, and I actually really enjoy our games. But so I just like instantly typed it out, and it just became a thing. And so I got these. I got these little gummy bears too. I'm probably gonna make her like a little satchel or a bag or something, and I will just if not, I'll find a way to like put them on her belt or something. I can take these posts off of the back here and just fix them to her somehow so she's got that cute, fun little detail with her. I need to adjust my webcam. There we go. But yeah, so Jada is. I'm trying to remember. I don't really have all of the details for her backstory written down in this. I don't think. But pretty much she again, I'm a sucker for a traumatic backstory apparently. It's in I think it's in like a text thing that I saved, text box that I saved and sent to my DM. Gosh. So basically where she grew up, her parents and her lived in the woods, and they taught her everything she knew, everything she knows. And I based Jada, which is funny because I don't think anybody in the group kind of has guessed what I kind of based her off of, who I based her off of. My initial thought, because I think this is my first time rolling and writing up a chaotic neutral character. I hadn't the two before. I hadn't gone with chaotic whatsoever, and to me, I don't like the idea of an evil character, and being that you have to work with the party and all that anyway. The idea of chaotic neutral is interesting to me. It made me instantly, first person I thought of was Loki from the Avengers and from Thor. How he is an essential source of humor and shakes things up and makes it interesting, and in a roundabout way kind of helps the good guys, and is pretty necessary on a lot of levels. But it was funny starting with her. Like I intended to make her a bit more dark. Not bad, like I said, but just a little more dark. In contrast to the monk and the wizard that I had initially played before this campaign, and the paladin, which my paladin, she's got a dark backstory too. But anyway, for Jada, the first night we were supposed to be walking into town, and there was a guard at the gate asking us why we were entering the town or what our purpose was for being here and whatever. And this was my first time really having to do that, because the groups before, like we did, I played Lost Mine and Found Delver with my wizard, and then it was 2 other homebrew, and we just really didn't start that way. I don't know, we just kind of started into it differently. But so this was the first time we actually had like the icebreaker, like, introduce yourself and like what are you doing and why are you here, and like to interact with the guards. I was nervous. And this was all over text, so I mean, like, I'm typing it out. And for me, anybody that knows me, I am a dualistic, like I am a very serious, quiet, more reserved person. And then the exact opposite to that is this ungodly, horrendous sense of humor and stupidity. Like my mind's always in the gutter, and I always have. I love stupid puns and cracking jokes and just trying to ease the tension and making people laugh. And I, unfortunately, that is apparently what slipped out because the guard was asking what we were doing here, and I don't really quite remember exactly what her initial response was. But I just remember that the guard, it was a male guard, and he made some sort of comment in regards to Jada's appearance, and something about, I don't know if it's her horns or her ears or whatever it was. Like she's very, very pointy, and her tail and all that. And her initial response, and I did a drawing off of this, was very just quippish. And immediately I just typed out something about being blessed with many more appendages than that the gods had bestowed upon her, or whatever. Just something sort of like if you've ever been in that moment where someone's trying to hit on you and you just are trying to say something to deter them or to get them to leave you alone. That's kind of like what I think her thought process was, is it was just to get this guy to leave her alone and just let her in, and her sense of humor just kind of immediately popped up, and so it just kind of stuck. It seemed like it was the easiest way for me to interact with the group. Like I don't know these people personally. They're all just together in the same server, and it's through a friend, someone that I've known for years over DeviantArt, and we just have common interests for things. But I was invited to play in his group, and I was like, sure. I was nervous. I'm still somewhat new to D&D, but I like the practice and the getting just to try different classes, and I love making characters. So but yeah, I fell into this role of just being this this person that's just always cracking jokes and having an inappropriate sense of humor, but yet being very protective of children, and just a very sort of tanky, cocky kind of like don't give me kind of bullshit kind of person. Like she wouldn't intentionally just go out of her way to start a fight necessarily, but if you're going to get in her business, she will definitely put you in your place. So that's kind of just like her attitude. And like I said, she grew up with her parents in the woods, and just because she looked different, like she's stark white, I kind of came up with the idea of her having like an albinism, which would give her, because I think I was trying to choose between playing a tiefling or a dragonborn, and for me, I like the tiefling more humanoid aspect of her, and her still being able to have the elf ears and whatnot. I think I just liked the idea of it, but I didn't really want to do like a red or a brown. And so I was just thinking of like skin colors and stuff, and I was trying to think of something that would be unique. And I just came up with the idea of albinism and making her like just this beautiful, stark white creature. And the idea for like what she was growing up and stuff is she's like the people anywhere, like she would play in the woods, and if there were people that were passing by or in the woods, foraging or hunting or whatever, she would kind of play just these harmless little pranks on them, sort of like to make them think they were monsters or like ghosts in the woods or something. Like she just, I believe she grew up with her, her dad was like a sailor that was rescued by her mom when his ship crashed, and like her dad like would tell her stories and whatever, and so she grew up being very loved by her parents, and she the people that did see her on occasion, they would start these rumors of there being this white devil in the forest that, you know, they thought she basically just became like a folklore kind of thing, but not to where like she was known like why, just by like local people. Just but anyway, it got to the point where she was just a bit of a nuisance, and people were far more afraid of her than they really needed to be. And so they decided, they followed her and found out like where she lived, and they burned her house down, and ended up killing her parents. And she, I'm trying to remember what happened, because I haven't really got to tap much into like her backstory with these other people, like kind of like work in like who she is or like what has happened to her at all yet. And I've been playing for a few months with them, but it just really hasn't come up. And so I don't really remember all the details, but she is just very, she doesn't hate people, but she doesn't trust anybody. She just automatically assumes everybody is, I guess I should be working on this while I'm talking. She just kind of automatically assumes everybody just has the worst intentions until proven otherwise, which is just a part of my personality. I really don't trust anybody. I just in general, because I feel like too many good people get proven to be terrible people, and if you're not careful, you can really get hurt, or people around you can really get hurt. So I don't like that my mindset is like that, but at the same time, it is what it is. So where in the crap is I had those pastels that I worked with the last time that I was up here, and I don't remember if I brought them downstairs or I see my eyeshadow over here, but that didn't work as well as the pastels did. So, oh, sorry. But anyway, it's funny because I'm always in the chat. I'm always kind of spamming emotes, and for her, the emotes that came up every time I was typing stuff in was for 002, like from the anime Darling in the Franxx. So I think everybody thinks that she's based off of that, which honestly I guess that would be like more of an anime version of her, because I mean if you've ever watched the anime, you kind of get that she doesn't trust anybody and she can hold her own, and she doesn't have a super lewd sense of humor or anything, but I don't know. So she's that's just kind of who. Oops, I really don't want to break the ears on these. That's just a little bit about, you know, who she is, and I will probably do that with every character I get the opportunity to introduce, just because I put a lot of time and thought. Let me see if I can look for this while I'm up here. Oh, I bet you it's in this box. It is. I put a lot of time and thought into my characters. Like, it's bad to where, like, it's every character. Like, I'm talking... I go to make a video game character, I put myself in that character's position first before I decide to, you know, when I'm like looking at what they look like, and you know what class they are, and you know what could possibly be their backstory. I really think about all of that before I really even get into playing, and that's just how I am, which I'm okay with that. Shoot. So I usually have some people that, well, it's not usually. I have a couple of people that I've based off of somebody in particular. I have a handful at least. But I always try to have them be in line with my personality on some level, like who I am, an extension of myself. I feel like I really failed on one of them, like my wizard character. I kind of based her on Doctor Strange. As far as the personality, except for I didn't want her to be arrogant like Steven is in the beginning, at least. and I feel like he even still is, which I am excited to hopefully see the new movie when it comes out. But I don't like Stephen Strange's arrogance as much as I love his character. I just can't stand people that are so full of themselves and really are, even if they can back it up, just people that kind of look down on everybody else. I don't like that. So I wasn't going for that, but I was trying to go with somebody who is extremely passionate about knowledge of the universe and trying to learn all of it to a fault. But I wanted her to be like since I've had kids, I can't. My speaking abilities are just awful. Like I have constant like brain fog, and I feel just like I can't ever talk and sound intelligent. I just assume people just assume I'm an idiot or that I just have a problem with speaking. And I think it's just I'm not very, I'm not in school. I'm not in a job situation where I'm required to talk a lot, and so I just don't. My brain hasn't. I've been in mom mode for 11 or 12 years. I haven't had the ability to really rework and exercise my speech, my pattern of speech, I guess. I don't know. I lose my train of thought very easily. A lot of that is just stress related. But anyway, I wanted her to be this eloquent, well-spoken person because I feel like I think she's a high elf. It's another character I'll be working on. And she is very, while I'm talking, I will go ahead and I'm a little worried because she's white. I'm gonna go in with the lightest gray that I have and hope to do all of her shading a little bit, like on her nose and stuff, and hopefully it's not too dark because her skin is really white. But I wanted her to be really eloquent and well spoken and very knowledgeable about what she's talking about. I don't like when people kind of act like they know what they're talking about when you can tell they're just bullshitting the whole time. It's just embarrassing. And I'm just taking again my X-Acto knife, and I have a bowl here, and I'm just shaving this like this, lightly shaving it into this bowl. And I am sorry about not having the camera up. It was either this or nothing right now. But yeah, so with her being a high elf, the other character, I wanted her to be like I like the way in Lord of the Rings Galadriel is. She is very respectable and looked up to and is seen as intelligent and fearsome without her seeming threatening or like she is belittling you in any regard. And if it's any different in the books, I don't know, but I don't feel like I get that from her at all, and I like that. So that's who I was trying to kind of work, but in the group it was kind of hard because it was we had a DM who was learning how to DM, and so it was a lot of stop and go and a lot of trying to just figure out running a module. Like he was trying to just, like I said, run Lost Minds of Vandelver, and just trying to figure out like the touch and go of things. And so there wasn't a whole lot of role play, honestly, and it was okay. Just I wish I could have kind of worked with her a little bit more. Anyway, yeah, with Jada I went a different route. Oddly enough, I still went with another superhero type, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Jada is more of my fun personality. To me, when I'm playing her, I very much feel like she is the person who is using humor to mask, which is really Like she doesn't want people to get close enough to her to really know what she's feeling, or to really she just doesn't want people that close to her. So she has a lot of humor to just joke and make light of things that are awful, and she doesn't really have dark humor. I don't think I really had a opportunity to do that, which I try not to do that anyway too, because I just feel like there's, I don't know, some people just don't handle dark humor well, and I just try to be careful. I don't normally really care about, like, if somebody gets offended, like, that's their business. I don't go out of my way to openly offend anybody anyway, but if you're overly sensitive and you get offended easily, then that's your own fault, and you need to work on that and stop forcing everybody else into this mold you have of them. So this is working a little bit. I need a little bit fluffier brush. I had one, but I don't know where the other one went. This one is more long and skinny, and it's just not blending it exactly like I like to. Like, so it's just a little bit of an odd shape, but I think it's working okay. It's just slowly trying to build a little bit of shadows in some key areas on her face. She's really, it's probably not even going to be that noticeable, but I don't like when you can definitely tell it's way too much, so I'm just trying to avoid that. I really hope I fix the audio thing for this. So it was just annoying. Like all of the recording was fine except for like this 6-minute segment that, even though the music is through the, what is this, soundtrack, Twitch soundtrack or whatever. So oh well. And Jada does have a side shave. Like I always think I want to do that. Like I've always thought about doing that for years. Like before I went and had an undercut done on my hair years ago. Like I was really debating between an undercut or just doing the side shave thing. And I guess I tried to go with an undercut. I was gonna do a design in it too, but when I went to get the undercut, she shaved my hair and she was like, "You have a cowlick." And so like the back of my hair waves like this, and my hair grows fast enough though. So she was like, "You're really gonna need to make sure you like tame it by, you know, putting product in it and getting it wet and taking care of it every morning." I'm just like, ugh, that's not what I was looking for, because being a mom, like my hair was so long, but I had damaged it from bleaching it so much that it had gotten really gummy, and just it would take like an hour and a half for me to try to dry my hair, and it wasn't feasible with a toddler and an infant. So I just decided to I sort of got like a, what haircut is that? I don't even know. Like I got the back of it was shaved, and then it was like sort of like Levi's hair, or like Leonardo DiCaprio in like Romeo and Juliet many years ago. But a little longer in the front is what I kind of tried to go with, because I didn't want it too short at first. It definitely did grow out too fast. That's the thing. When I get my hair cut, it just grows way faster, so it's like I don't even get time to really enjoy a hairstyle. So, oh crap. Probably not. I can tell a little bit, but you're probably not gonna see it too well. Okay, so like in the inner creases, corners of her eyes, and like a little bit on the sides of her nose and her cheekbones, like here, under her chin and in her ears is kind of just a little bit of what I'm doing. Sorry. I might even use a little bit darker. Or you know what? Maybe the eyeshadow. I'll get the eyeshadow in a minute. I think the only problem is some of this eyeshadow is like metallic or like shimmery, which I don't want. So I'm trying to. I don't think I found the other palette that I was gonna use. I can't remember where I put it. Which is my fault. Alright. That's gonna be fine for now. Now Jada does have cool tattoos on her. Like, I went with like these glowing kind of runes. Think of, I guess, color and lighting of like in Tron, like the blue, that very specific like blue. It doesn't look like it in the picture here. Ooh, jeez. If I break the tip off the ear, I swear. But yeah, she's got some tattoos on her face. Yeah, she's got in her arms and other parts of her body, but you just can't really see them. The ones where her face is shaved. Her face is shaved. Oh, kind of horror. Anyway, where her hair is shaved, she has these tattoos here, and her eyebrow has the shave in it, and she has the stripe across her nose, and oh, I don't have that. She has a nose ring. I don't think I got any. I think I have some metal here that I can try to. I don't know. Her nose is so tiny. Like, I really probably am gonna have to puncture some holes in her actual nostrils to get it to go in. But I do have some rings that I can try to use. I think I'll start with, sorry. I think I'm gonna start with kind of spotting on like a mossy, I feel like this mossy texture on some of her like face and her neck and like her arms and tail and stuff. So I think I might just kind of blot on. I got like I grabbed some tissues. I didn't have a sponge small enough, and I didn't really want to rip pieces off of the sponge because I just bought it. So I think I will take. I have a brown, and this is just cheap Michael's paint, Craft Smart. Brown, apple tart, and grass green. Can use this bowl. Oh, there's even some, I think there's green in here from, yeah, there's green in here from Ashara. I might give it a little bit of texture too. I'm just gonna put a little bit of each color in this bowl and kind of mix them a little and blot it onto her body and her face and stuff. Hopefully. Should have experimented with this a little, I guess. Oh, and her tail will look. I wonder if I can cut. You know what? I'm gonna experiment here a second and see if I can cut through her tail with this pair of scissors I have here. I feel like it's gonna be too thick, but we can try. I do have this X-Acto knife, but I feel like it'll definitely break the blade. So I can probably take this out of her body if I remember correctly. Let me see. Yeah, we'll do that so I don't risk flinging her somewhere. Alright, so like I said, this tail, the cat tail, I'd pretty much just want to get rid of this little hooked part. If I don't see anybody pop in, by the way, I'm really sorry. I'm like hyper fixating on trying to make sure I'm not missing somebody, and I'm sure that'll just go away with the more I do this, hopefully. We'll see. I really need to get on top of doing more projects in here. Working on it. I painted my laundry room today and I've been... Ow. Let's hope this isn't ending a trip to the hospital. Hold on. I'm trying to cut through this carefully. Nope. Eee. I've been... Hey! There we go. That's better. So we got this little... It looks like a gonzo nose. But again, that's my other side of my sense of humor kicking in. Keep it to myself. Gadget was here, man. My friend. But ever since we got back from vacation, I've been trying to actually, I was trying to wait until we got back to start all of my seeds for gardening, all the stuff that I gotta put outside. And I think I have like 6 weeks until final frost, or maybe it's not that much now. Anyway, better late than never. Trying to get stuff started, and it was a lot of stuff. It was more than I remembered, but it's because I'm starting stuff here, and I got a garden plot. That's actually 2, but I got 2 because the price wasn't too bad, and it was the same price for 2 that I thought it was initially going to be for 1. So I gave myself the extra space, and see what I can do with it, because I'm trying to point this a little with some scissors. I've never gardened on this scale before. Like I had worked in the fields before, and I have, my grandparents had blueberry fields and stuff, and I worked in a dill farm. So I did the manual labor sometimes, but I've never done all of the, like, figuring out, the pH of your soil, and when to water things, and how much to water things, and what to protect them from, and when to fertilize, and, like, all of the extra legwork that comes with gardening. And so I'm nervous that I'm really gonna mess it up, and I'm really hoping I do a good job, that I actually am successful in the things that I plant, because I really would like to be able to harvest well and can stuff again. Like I've been canning, but it's mostly been like, I go to Costco or whatever, or pick up stuff and use what I am buying. But I'd really like to be able to buy, or I'd like to be able to not have to buy stuff, and then just work with what I got here at home. Get enough stuff harvested and canned and stuff, so I can, if the opportunity comes around next year for me to grow and plant stuff, then I'll do that too. But okay, this isn't, I kind of want to get this one. It's getting there. It's just this loop, this part on top. I can't really angle it this way too much because I don't want it to cut into, and it is flexible. And I'm trying not to cut my thumb, because again, I was putting in a wall anchor in my laundry room today. I was hanging up this ironing board shelf thing. I was trying to put in the wall anchor, which are like the things you put in that help the screws hold heavier weight. And I was holding onto it, and the edge of it's relatively sharp, and I started the drill, and then it did like a full rotation and basically sort of like sawed into my thumb like this way. And so it's a little bit open, like it's not bleeding anymore, but it's deep enough to where, it's filleted, so it's just tender, because I did it a few hours ago, and it's probably should have a band-aid on it, but I'm trying to just not add more problems. See if this X-Acto knife will I say that as I pick up another sharp object. I'm trying to see if I can just kind of shave her down. I love this X-Acto knife. Like, I have been using them for years. Isn't it like the stick ones? Like, just the way that I hold it, it really, like, well, and this one does too, especially if you're using it for foam work. It really digs into your fingers. But I like, it's a cobalt. I don't even know if they still sell them anymore. I bought it like a long time ago, like 8 years ago. But I just really like how it's like a screwdriver kind of handle, and it's just really nice. I'm trying to just kind of see if I can gently shave down. Hey, it's working. Yay! It's always nice when ideas actually work. Alright, I'm just trying to point it a little bit more, and it'll save me from having to do this stuff tomorrow. I did take a stop over at Joann's today because I don't think I have green yarn, but I had a like a $5, like spend $5 and take $5 off, and you can't use them online, you have to use them in store. And I'm looking at it today, I just happened to be thinking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I have a $5 reward thing, and I look and it says, you know, must be used by the 12th, and I'm like, crap. So I was like, I don't like wasting coupons like that, especially when you've earned those rewards based off of other purchases, you know, and all that. So I quick ran down there and picked up a couple things of yarn because I had a 40% off coupon too, and then there was another one that was on sale. You know, I can't just buy one thing, apparently. It's friggin' disease. Just I'm like, hey, it's cheap, let's buy lots of them, and then it's not cheap anymore, and I get in trouble for spending way more than I intended to. Hey, this is what I needed, okay. Just less of a cat tail shape and more, I don't want to say, I guess reptilian. I don't know. I don't think of her as reptilian whatsoever, but she is very, like I said, she's a water genasi, so I guess it's a little fitting. But yeah, so I got, I'll probably start some of the hair tonight, just at least show you guys kind of what I do. It's what a few people do. I learned it a couple of years ago from watching YouTube videos. And I wonder if I have her saved on I should have it on the subscription page. I should look it up. There's like two accounts that I had started really learning everything from. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't like all these little plastic pieces, folks. I'm gonna have to vacuum them up. It shouldn't be cutting towards my hand, but it just won't. I'm doing it off camera in case I get injured. I'm really sorry if I'm breathing into the mic too. I can't tell. I don't think I am. I was like, I went back and like watched my video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I have a problem with my focus, especially when I'm doing things to try to steady myself. I hold my breath. I apparently do that throughout the day anyway. Like, my doctor told me that like I don't get enough oxygen a lot of times, which is why I end up with, one of the reasons why I end up with headaches is just because I just breathe too shallow. Not in a way that it's harming. Like, it's not because I have lung problems or anything like that, or it's just I breathe so slow, and shallow that a lot of times I really need to like, there's times when I catch myself doing it and I'll just be like, and it just feels so much better. Like I don't feel as like, I don't know. So it's something I have to be very conscious about, but I do that when I'm working on projects. I'm very much trying to like, I can feel myself doing it, holding my breath. And then I have to kind of like catch my breath again, so I feel like I'm panting into the microphone, which I don't get paid to do that, so I'm just kidding. Kidding, not kidding. That looks much better. Not a big difference to anybody that doesn't really care, but yeah, pointed, much better. I'm happy with that, so I probably won't even worry about thickening the upper part of it. Like that looks very much. I could go through and maybe I'll just run over it with the Dremel tomorrow or something. I don't know, thinner out a bit more. But for now, it's fine. So now I will try to blot on. I'll just rip off a little bit of, like, maybe like that much. And I will, really don't want to do way too much, so we're gonna experiment a little. I'm kind of trying to mix it in this bowl. Mix it like, ow, it's stuck on. Heaven forbid I move one way. We'll go straight into the neck, why not? I don't know why, I'm just like, oh, let's do that. What are the most obvious looked at? Please. Hey, there we go. So, kind of getting this greenish, brownish. If you've ever seen Beetlejuice, that's what I was thinking of. Was like how he has this like fungusy moss type growth just on his face and stuff. That's where I was going. So now that I think about it too, I'm gonna have to be careful with how I handle her. I like that this doll her joints are nice and tight, so that she's sitting. Like the other one, her knees and stuff were really loose, so she kept like flopping around on me. There we go, working some more green here, and ooh, it might be a little bit too bright. Crap. Let's see. Oh, experimenting, so let's see. Ooh, I don't know how I would feel about mossy boobs, but she's got a mossy boob. I feel like it'd be itchy. I don't know. Let's kind of. Oh, kind of. I guess I could always go back it with like white or something if it's just way too much, but it's alright for. She does have earrings too. I didn't make the holes in the sides of her head and the sides of her ears, whatever. That's funny. We were at I was at a thrift store with one of my kids, my youngest, and she's familiar with my characters. She takes an interest in them. She makes her own and stuff too. But we were there and she was with me, and we saw like some fish tank supplies. This was a Goodwill, and she was like, "Mom, I think you need to buy this for Jada, and it's the perfect size. It's a treasure chest, and it's the same color green that her hair is gonna be, like the color of her scalp. It's really, I just realized how like washed out this camera is. I wonder if I can change that. I did change it last time. Let's look here. What am I looking for? Open. That looks... Not that one again. Let's see, what was it called, Miguel? Clear. I think this one's... Is this one better? That one is a little better. It just wants to show the eyeballs on my doll. See? Anyway. So, we'll go with this one because it shows the green better. But, so the treasure chest is like these similar colors, and then it's got like pearls and coins and stuff hanging out of it. So she's like, you need to get this for Jada. And I'm like, you know what? I'm supposed to be spending less money, and you're encouraging me to buy more things. But you're right, I do need it, so I bought it, of course. But yeah, it was just funny and it was perfect. So she'll have that as a little accessory too, which is kind of cool. I love finding little neat things like that because... Oh shoot, this looks a little... Hang on, sorry, I just put like a big splotch of it, like... I like finding little things that'll work with it, with my characters. The more details, the better. Do the back sides of her ears too. Hope I'm not doing too much. It's weird trying to like make decisions as you go. Like I try to plan, like I'm a planner for the most part. I try to work off of what I have planned because I don't want to make a mistake that I really am not happy with. Oh, it looks like baby poop on the back of her head. But yeah, I try really hard to work off of what I know I'm already happy with and stuff. And doing like this, it's kind of weird because I'm trying to work very much off my plan, but at the same time I have other little ideas that kind of come up that I just decide to roll with, and experimenting is fun. Let's see, does she have... she does have it on the tips of her antlers. I just don't want to do too much thing that I'm worried about. Oops. I said I painted my laundry room today, like, I feel like I was standing up and it was like, it was so hot in there. It was actually pretty warm today, so I was freaking craned up in the top of that thing and I felt like it was about 200 degrees in there. A little sore and a little tired, and I've been actually pretty busy all day today, so. Alright, so she's got a good amount of green going on. Very mossy on her. Started on the backs of her ears and stuff, which she'll have quite a bit of hair too. So I'm not worried about that too much. And the paint is drying pretty fast, which is nice, so that I can keep working on some other things. I'll try to do her tattoos and stuff too. But I'll do a little on her tail, probably all the way down to the end. I'm glad that the scissors worked on that though, so I didn't have to. I get impatient, like I said, with my own projects. I don't. Like I'm like, oh, I can just do it tomorrow, but I really would rather work on something else and not have to do that. There you go. And her fingers, she needs to have a little bit more. I was kind of thinking like sort of poison ivy-ish too, because I like poison ivy. Just kind of when I think about her covered in like the swampy moss, like water vegetation kind of stuff is how I pictured her. And I did actually grab some of this other like peat moss sort of stuff from downstairs, but it's very tan, so I'm not sure if I was gonna use it or not. I might use a little on her arms. Her shirt is like 3/4 lengths. Like I always end up rolling up the sleeves on my shirt, which is why I did hers that way. And oh, you know what? See, now I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can cut her heels off while I'm up here. Should I try? Should I try? Should I try? Should I try? I might. My luck, I just won't cut enough off so that it doesn't actually help me out. Well, we can try. I'm liking this so far. She'll have a lot of tendrils around her face and stuff too, as far as her hair goes, so I'm not super worried about like getting like right next to her ear and stuff, because it's probably gonna get covered up. Or I can always go back through if I need to. Right, we're gonna set this aside for right now. This looks pretty good. I didn't get any paint on me, so don't mind the filter. Come on, woman. Okay. Let's see if I can cut her heels off. I don't know how soft they are. We're gonna go straight in with the X-Acto knife. Cutting away from my hands. I'm gonna try to like cut it like that. Like straight from the arch of the foot up to where the rest of the calf and stuff goes. I hope it's not too hard here. I don't know. Could be kind of... I have like a little micro saw downstairs, so it would definitely be better for this. I just don't want to go all the way downstairs. Plus I'm not 100% sure where it's at right now, so could be gone for like 30 minutes. Which frankly I'm not up for right now. Well, I can make these little incisions and oh, the idea of this just like cutting like right into the Achilles is... Sorry if that's too graphic for you, but it's what's happening. Not for real, obviously, on the doll. Oh, it is dry up here. I don't think these scissors are gonna do anything. Guess you never know. Let's see. Oh. Alright, yeah, we'll work on that tomorrow. I'll do it like during the day. I'll just go find the saw and cut those because it's not... So I was trying to cut and it's not wanting to, so anyway. So this is what she looks like so far. Very mossy. Very happy with that. I think I'm gonna do the blue. Tattoos. Jeez, that took a long time. Just kind of falling over, but stay. I need to find a small brush. Go with this one. Definitely need to find some more fine liner brushes. Let my kids use them, and I told them, I said, I don't really want you using those with the brown handles, but if you're gonna use them, please don't leave them in the water. And they left them in the water, and the handles all expanded and got ruined, so. Yeah. Got a jar up here, some water. Water around the computer. Questionable judgment. So this color, it's like with this is more of a patina. It's ew. Well, this color could be ruined, but we'll still be able to use. I have spoke to Zoom. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be able to get enough out of here to be able to use for. So I'll start with like an armband or something. It'd be something that you won't really see. Just so I can test an area. Okay, yeah, this is the right color that I'm going for though. Now when I thought of water gymnastics. I definitely was like, I don't want to do like mermaid or like, oh hey, hey! Oh, hang on. Painting another doll. Let's see, her face, there we go. So, painting on some tattoos. How are you doing? You traveled anywhere? Why did I no respond what? I'm looking. I'm sorry, I was looking down. I was focusing. I was in the zone. I would never intentionally ignore you. Other people maybe, but not you. Let's see. I mean, they're white, but you know, like that printed on underwear that they do for dolls, but no, she doesn't have any clothes on right now. I gotta make her clothes from scratch actually, but yeah, thank you, I like the green too. Yeah, have you gone anywhere? Did you... Oh, you're in the office. Sorry. Did you guys get that little bit of a heat wave that came through? No, you're on the west of me, but... It was like mid to high 60s today and it was really nice, but I didn't really spend much time outside, unfortunately. Well, you got back from Florida like less than a month ago, didn't you? Or am I thinking wrong? Yeah, that's what I said earlier, because I know they said tonight it's supposed to be coming and then tomorrow. Which some people already lost power and they're like, I don't understand how, because we haven't even had enough wind. Like nothing got knocked down, so that's over like closer to the lake shore, but still, I don't know. One of my kids, she gets super like, are we gonna have a tornado? And I'm like, no. Which, I mean, there are some that come through like about 5 minutes away from me. It's happened before, but I'm like, no, you're gonna be fine. Yeah. I honestly, if it's still warm outside, I would go outside because I like when it's warm and windy and the thunderstorms come in when you can like sit out on your porch. But I don't know if it's still warm or not, or if the temperature's dropped quite a bit. It can't be that bad. Oh shit. This is exactly why I hold my breath when I paint. Hi. Yeah, after I'm done, before I go to bed, I'll probably go ahead and hop outside and see, like, if it's still nice. So, yeah, sit out there for a bit, and probably help me sleep better. Oh, I keep looking at the same picture like 5 times. I should have probably taken the damn thing out of the sleeve, but jeez. I'm trying so hard to make it work up here, like, it's working okay, but I'm trying, like, you know me, I'm not trying to spill anything on my keyboard, and gosh. Oh, someone just messaged me. That's funny. Hang on. Oh, now I know who it is. Hi. I'm dumb. That was my initial, like, that's who I thought it was. I thought it was you, Kevin, but I think you're the only Kevin I know, so. Yeah, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see the tattoos, but let's see. There we go. Oh, all the filters put in there. Eyeball. Look at that. That's what she looked like with wonky eyeballs. I'm trying to lay in the teal here, but... And then I'm plan on, like I said, it'll look like Tron, like the glowing effect, hopefully. So I'll go over it with like a white jelly roll to try to get that going. Thank you. Yeah, I need to start, if I'm going to ever catch up on any of my stuff, I really need to start cranking these out before my kids go on summer vacation, or I'm not going to get any of these done. I have so many just sitting there. No. I'd like to get to that point. These are Monster High dolls. Like, do you know what Monster High dolls are? They're like Barbies. Like, they were super popular, like, years ago. They're always, like, extremely emaciated and skinny and out of proportion. And this one is so white, but I love the white. I would love to get to a point where my sculpting skills are on that level, but it's so... I feel like I'm never working in the right material. I feel like everything I use is always so fragile. Because I'll make like the armature and like build it up with like foil and stuff. And then try to sculpt off of it, but I just feel like I just don't. This is just a nice little shortcut. Because I did that Zelda bust, and I fired her, and I did everything the way I was supposed to do it, and after a while, like, I'm glad I took pictures and stuff. I take pictures of everything. She, and I'm talking like 6 months, 8 months down the road, she cracked. And so I just threw away because the crack was bad enough. I don't think I dropped her or hit her with anything. I don't understand why that happened, but it's just really frustrating. So, like, I really like this epoxy sculpt, but it's not cheap. It's a 2-part. And you're supposed to use like I used my oven, yeah, like you can. I used oven baked clay or whatever. I usually try to fire it when Tim's not home because, there are fumes too. I don't really care. I care with my kids, I'll be careful, but not myself. I just, If that's what kills me, that's okay. This is the one risk I take in life, I guess. Let's see. I wish I had a kiln. There was a somebody that was selling one, but I didn't know if like the outlet, the plug looked weird. It has like just. Sorry, there's like a gnat in here. Yeah. But I wanted to snag the kiln because they were only asking like $250 for it, and it was pretty local. And I just don't think I don't know the adapter for it and everything. Those things are expensive, and it was a nice one, a lot like what we used at school to fire stuff in our sculpture class. Really wish I could have snagged it, but plus I already get so much crap for working in the basement. I bet you I am sometimes, and I just don't know it. Like, when I was a kid, I used to work on projects all the time with, like both of my parents worked in retail, and they'd come home with, like, those big, thick, fat, black Sharpies. And, I'd have, like, a school project, and I would just be using Sharpie on it constantly. And my dad would come in the house, and he could smell it, and he would get so mad at me. He would totally yell at me. You need to work on that stuff outside. You can't have that in the house. And I'm like, it's for school. I don't care, it's giving me a headache. Which he had, like sinus problems and stuff too, so I can understand, but it didn't bother me one bit. I actually really liked the smell of Sharpie. But I was not one of those kids just walking around huffing stuff in class either. I yell at my kids for that too. I'm like, don't breathe that stuff in, it's bad for you. But I'm always using spray paint and stuff like outside. Like my husband yelled at me because I was using it in the basement, and he's like, we have a pilot light down there, you can't just be spraying stuff. So like it's cold as crap here in Michigan, and I'll like hang out my slider and like spray stuff. I'll just spray stuff and then like bring it in the house for it to dry. Hopefully, you can smell it in here. Yeah, ion fumes. I'm a good doobie, unfortunately. I'm sure it's to a fault. I wouldn't say unfortunately, I guess. Yeah. I almost just forget sometimes, it's like outside of me to just even remember I shouldn't be doing some of that stuff in the house. Not unsafe, but... I mean, I'm trying. I will do my best. Twitch, behave. Internet. Oh, shit. If I had that kind of control. Are you over on the other side of the state? Right? You must be with where you work. Hey. There we go. Okay, gave her random dots. Good. Oh man, I was just giving Greed crap about like him overly focusing, and now I just got into my own head. Like, I was like, I wonder if my face looks stupid when I'm focusing, and I'm trying not to laugh. Ugh. That's awful. I don't like. Okay, this is looking good. I like it so far. Let's see. Oh my gosh, stop with the filter, please. It looks way better on here than it does on the camera. But I'm like, I have really bad resting bitch face, so it's like, everybody just thinks I'm angry, and I don't want people to just be in passing and just be like, oh my god, she pissed off her. I had makeup on just today because I had to go get my kid from, she had youth group. Yeah, thanks a lot for outing me, Gadget, by the way. Like, I don't ever wear makeup. Oh, it's the Snap camera. Snap camera is something you can get for your computer, and there's all different kinds of filters and stuff. I use it often when I don't have makeup on. But it's fun. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this because why not? Like, they have all kinds of, where did the... I can be Jonesy if I want to, except for his mouth doesn't move. I can be a potato. Man, I could sit here for hours and just play with filters by myself. Oh my gosh. And they have a Grinch, and they have just all these different kinds of textures, and I'm not gonna do that one though. It's like a weird doodle face, I don't know. I could look like hella snatched. I know, when we play D&D sometimes, like, I'll be... Well, like, be waiting for somebody to stop doing something, and I'm over here just playing with all the stupid filters being dumb, you know? But anyway, so yeah, I throw it up. I throw it up. I forgot I had makeup on today, so I guess I didn't really need it on, but... It's fun. And it was nice when I found out about it too, because like everybody else was using like face rig or like a couple of other things to do fun stuff, and I'm like, I don't have anything. Oh my god, on the live stream thing, and he couldn't shut it off. I think who said something about that? How embarrassing. Oh, it's funny though. I'd have just left it as a cat. Been like, Your Honor. But I'd have been making puns the whole time. They'd have been like, you need to be serious. This is a court of law. Oh my gosh. Told my kids this joke. I'm always telling my kids jokes. They're like, Mom. I just heard it. Just, why do ducks have feathers on their tails? It's to cover their butt quacks. Oh my gosh. I love the fact that I can, my kids love that I have a sense of humor, but I think I find myself more hilarious than I care. I did? No! Am I good now? Oh no. Buffered over the punchline. Man, what a, jeez, 21st century problem. Ducks have feathers on their tails to cover up their butt quacks. So, if you know a kid or someone who will appreciate the joke, pass it on because it's funny. It's not adult humor. Innocent joke. I think I heard it on TikTok, and I was like, I need to remember that because that is funny. Same, like, my kids, it took them the longest time, but now they remember now. Like, someone will say, like, what's your favorite joke? And I'm like, what's brown and sticky? It's a stick. I don't know. Maybe another 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends. I'm on here just every once in a while trying to catch up on stuff and trying to not be the old person that doesn't know how to stream. Oh no. Let's see. I forgot I can type. Like, I should have just been doing that the whole time. Get it. That's because you have super fast internet. He said he doesn't yet. Oh, I don't remember where else she's supposed to have tattoos on. But like I said, she's supposed to have a shirt on anyway, so you're not going to see it much. Oh, no! Yay! Alright, well yeah, thanks for stopping in, and I'll catch you any other time you want to stop by. I really appreciate it. You have a good night. Thank you. I noticed it said there was like 3 people. I don't know if there's somebody else just lurking, or it should be counting mine too. Like, I have it up to make sure it's running properly. I don't know. Technology is hard. It's not. It's just I'm one of those people where, like, I like to. Oh, he said he's going to. He's getting it upgraded to gigabit or something, I think is what he was saying. I don't. Oh, he must be at work. I bet you he works at an indoor go-karting thing where I don't know, they go like really fast, indoor go-karting, and they have really big tracks and they have alcohol and stuff. Yeah, see, I knew it. See ya! I want to make it over there. It's on the other side of the state. Well, it's in, I guess, the middle of the state. Just far enough out of the reach where, like, I can't go, like, in the morning. What was that? That's terrible that I just, like, I heard it, but I don't know what it was. Dang. Meow! Hi, Meow! Aw, I feel so special. I've missed you. Man, I just thought about you the other day. What was I think it had something to do with Kenobi. I'm excited to see that. Look at that. Gadget, I'm the favorite. Yeah, I want to go though because, like, I've gone to this Craig's Cruisers or whatever here, but Yeah, I know. It's... I don't know. Well, I think it's just hard because everybody isn't finding things to play together. Like, everybody just likes vastly different things. Like, I'd be fine with, like, we played Jackbox. Oh my god, this gnat. I swear I'm gonna end up smacking myself in the face. We ended up playing Jackbox a little while ago, like a month and a half or so. But I feel like the two of you weren't around that weekend or something. But, like, I'd love to play with you guys. Ring. Oh! My ass went to, like, ring doorbell. Like, I'm like, does that have anything to do with it? Yeah, I don't know. It's, getting everybody together on the same stuff and, I don't know, whatever. It doesn't have to be a video game. Like, if we can come up with something else to do, like, I'm totally down for just hanging out with you guys, but I don't know, the break's been a little bit nice too. I'm trying to... Not that I've been the most productive. I really haven't been. At nighttime, I feel like I've been using far more time to, like, de-stress. And, like, just, I don't know. I don't know. I think I've just felt very stressed out lately. But yeah, I'd love to do something with you guys. Because they're always busy. Or Gadget abandoning me for TV. I don't know. I did sign up for that. I made sure I opted in for it, but I didn't get like a confirmation email or anything, so I don't know if I was supposed to. Like, made sure I went in because I think Ark said something about it and was like, don't forget to opt in, and I was like, oh shoot. I forgot. I thought it just, like, I thought, like, through Blizzard, like, if you just clicked, like, interested in betas or whatever, I thought it would just automatically sign you up for betas, but I don't know, it wasn't, I don't think it was active. Oh my gosh. Since I started all of my seeds indoors. I've been getting all these stupid little gnats now. It's just driving me nuts. Okay. Oh, and her pupils are this color too, but I don't have her eyes set yet, so I guess she needs some eyes, like some eyelashes and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna try to go over this with the white and see what happens. You both are signed up though, right? I would play Overwatch still. I'm totally fine with that. I don't have any. Honestly, it's just like I still can really enjoy the game, and I just get sick of people joining just to complain the whole time. And I'm not gonna out anybody in particular when I say that. But I don't know. Yeah. Well, I know that. I haven't looked into any of the, like, changes. Like, I know you sent me the thing about... What's her name? Sojourn. And I haven't really looked into, like, a lot of what changes are coming or, like, what's gonna be different. So, I really probably need to, like, sit down and do that. But then again, I don't know when beta's opening up. I'm just about as bad with patch notes. Like, I just roll with the punches and just deal with things as they happen. I don't really actually look into any of it, so it's my own fault. Oh, I thought that was an animal. And I saw that they released the trailer for Kingdom Hearts, and that they pushed back Breath of the Wild to next spring, which is fine. I'd rather them take their time. Is it? Hmm. Trying to get these lines straight, sorry. Okay, well, have fun at work in the morning. Get some rest. Thanks for stopping in. You're always welcome. I always enjoy having you come by, so catch up with you later. If we want to do something, like I said, even just Jackbox or something, just let me know. I think Squid bought 8. That's how we played last time, so he does have it. It doesn't look too bad. I don't even know, like, what's changing with, like, the Overwatch. Is it still the same setup, though? Like, 6... Like, is it still, like, a player versus player, 6-person, 6 versus 6 kind of situation? Or, like, 'cause the only stuff that 5 versus 5. Is it still kind of the same thing? Just, like, objective-based, like, for different maps and... Okay. That's interesting. Will they have certain things locked if they're only doing one tank? Like, or is it just... Because picking the right tank definitely makes a huge difference. I mean, picking any of them, honestly, but... Black. There we go. Okay. Well, if you find out more, I mean, you're more than welcome to pass it on to me. I'm sure I can look stuff up, but I feel like anytime I try to look something up, it's all just, like, speculative, and I just hate reading through speculative, like, what-ifs, because if I wanted to what-ifs, I could just do that myself, but... Okay. I wonder if we're gonna get that guy, the one that was, in the Baptiste comic. Like, everybody wanted him to be a tank, and I think that would be pretty cool if they could actually make that work, but... Are they still... Is there supposed to be a holiday? Yeah. He's He's just the big dude. I don't know. He was cool, though. That'd be cool. If they actually rework things a little bit better, and... I mean... From what I understand, it's still in the same game, right? Like, are we gonna have to buy it? I'm assuming? I don't know. That's a dumb question, I guess. But, like, everything that we have access to in the new game, we'll have access to the old stuff too. I was a little confused. Okay. I don't know how that would all really work, but I'm trying to draw eyelashes, so I'm sorry if I'm looking down. Oh, okay. Which I would pay for, so that's totally fine. And it makes sense, so. Because that's, like, pretty much how Call of Duty and stuff works, too. Oh, she's gonna look bitchy. Ugh, yeah. I don't even know. Didn't they just hire some new female? I heard something about it yesterday, but I didn't click on it. I don't even know who's in charge anymore, or who's doing anything, because Michael Chu's not there and Jeff's not there, right? So, like, who's even... Come back, Jeff. How have you been, though, lately, by the way? I didn't ask, I apologize. You been doing alright? Did you, weren't you having to not do your job? Not stay at the place you were at or something? Okay. Ugh, okay, yeah. Well, I know you really enjoyed your job, so I'm sorry that kind of fell through. Yeah, that's what Gadget was saying, and I was asking him if there would be a way you could transfer to like a different airline or like find something similar. Because he said you were really enjoying traveling and stuff, so I mean I think that's really cool. Oh my gosh, that's not... Yeah. Trying to draw a straight eye. No, straight eyeliner and straight eye on a rounded eyeball is really not that easy. Well, I hope you find something soon that, you know, something you'll enjoy. So good luck. Do you guys have any trips planned or anything coming up, or anything you're looking forward to? What the hell is a sad playlist? I feel like you picked the wrong thing, so it's all the sad songs. Whew. Go to playlist. Let's see, what do we got? What does one go to different playlists? Let's find... I'll go to this. Who is messaging me? Oh, you sent me something. I'll have to look at that. See if I can pull it up. Always Gadget. And this one's quieter, so... I'm trying to find something that's not sleepy. Let's go with EDM. I'll have to turn it down probably. If it's like too loud, just let me know so I can really have missed you guys though. Ah, these eyes are making her look like she's a bitch, and she's not. Thank you. If I ever seem like I'm like not wanting to play with anybody, it's not that. I'm one of those people where like I really enjoy playing with everybody, but I'm also just I'm very okay with not doing anything so I can catch up on all the other things I have to do, or just to actually take time to rest, because I forget to rest. I forget to do nothing, and I stress myself out and get burned out. So if like me being distant ever makes you think it's because I don't want to like do anything with you guys, please don't ever take it that way, because that's not the case. Just I'm a creature of bad habits sometimes. It's probably gonna put the filter right on her. But yeah, she totally looks like she's not nice, but ow. I get to match that eyeball. I think last time I had to turn the other doll upside down to accomplish this. Thank you. Now you can't really see the glowing here, but maybe when I take pictures it'll look better, but I'll try to. I have a DSLR camera that like I want to set up to like video what I'm actually doing, but I didn't charge the battery. Like I for my last stream I tried to like get it all set up, and by the time I got it all figured out, the little bit of battery I had died, so it's gonna like there's just a lot of like weird parts to trying to get it all set up properly, and it's just a pain in the butt. Oh my gosh, alright. I'm trying, so. Definitely feel like the old person sometimes, like, what do I do? Why isn't this working? Hey, that was pretty good. Look, it's my drawing skills saving me. Filter, get off of there. I matched that angle. Hella good. Impressive. Thank you. Yeah, I got so lucky to find those. They're, for her, like, I pictured them, like, here's the picture. I pictured them more like thorny, like, viney, like brambles, sort of, I don't know. I didn't want them to be like traditional druid antlers, really, but I don't know, I might try to add on to them a little bit after I get her hair on her head. I love this character. This character is very me as far as my silly, inappropriate sense of humor. Okay, I tried to kind of make her after Loki because she's supposed to be chaotic neutral. But she's my shenanigan character for sure. Because Elfendria definitely was not. Oh yeah, but no, I thought about you the other day. I really feel like it was something in regards to the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing. Or it was something else. Like, it may have been more than one occasion. But I was gonna send you something. It just instantly made me think of Mio, and I'm like, I need to send that. And I forgot. I'm sorry, I wish I would've. Because now I don't remember what it is. But yeah, I'm waiting for Doctor Strange. I wanna go for Kenobi, because I'll be honest, like I haven't finished watching Mandalorian. Like I didn't really watch this season, or anything. Maybe if I actually watched it, I would enjoy it more. I think it's just like with my time management, just picking and choosing what I actually want to watch when I do have time to watch stuff is just other things have kind of popped in front of it, so. That, and now that I know that it's, that, I don't want to say his name's not Pablo Escobar, it's terrible that I can't remember his name. The guy that plays Mando, now that I know that what he looks like, it just bothers me just from watching Wonder Woman. I don't think the guy was attractive, and I don't think Pedro Pascal. There you go. I don't feel like that guy's attractive very much, and like that guy's ever gonna pop into the stream. Sir, if you ever are in my stream, please don't take offense to that. I mean it in the nicest way. Oh. No. That just bothers me. But I know that that's the same character, so I think it's just ruining it for me for some reason. Like, I wish I wouldn't have really thought of it. Not bad. Yeah. I know, I don't know why my first thought was Pablo Escobar. What the heck? I just knew it started with a B, and I'm like... Oh, that was stupid. I shouldn't have even said that. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. I'm really just hoping the stuff that they come out with for... I guess for Kenobi and stuff isn't disappointing. So I just automatically assume they're gonna ruin something, and I really like Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just feel like it's a really good fit, and I just don't want people touching stuff that they're gonna ruin. That and the fact that, like I think that I read something about, Hayden Christensen said how it was weird, but also enjoyable and almost natural to just come back into the role. Like, it's exciting. Okay, see, you just exactly what I was just thinking. Is the music too loud, by the way? Because I know I have my volume up. I like when they can keep the same... Oh, I know what it was! it was, Oh, okay. Yeah, I do talk quiet, so that's on me, but I will turn it down a little bit. Thank you. The Picard... What is it, season 3? Season 3 or whatever of Picard, that they said that they were bringing everybody back, like Riker and all the original cast members and stuff. I'm curious how that's gonna go. I really need to catch up on stuff. And then I saw something else about Orville too, which I still haven't watched, which I really wanted to watch. Like, I really think I would enjoy it because it just seems like I like Seth MacFarlane, and I really like Star Trek and stuff, and I just feel like it would fit right in something I would like to watch. So that's one I need to again watch. I feel like every time I get around to wanting to watch something, it ends up being off of a streaming service by the time I get to it. Like, there's something else I was gonna watch, and then they They're like, oh, no, it's only on Stars if you get the upgraded subscription thing. And I was like, damn it. Should have watched it when it was still on. Ugh. We own all the Battlestar Galacticas, I will say that. But I know you hyped it up because I had asked you about it, and I really do want to watch it. Do you know what it's on right now? Because I like when I have stuff I can watch that I don't have to read subtitles on and stuff while I'm working. Is it on Hulu? Or am I don't know. I'm thinking that's wrong. Alright, lady. Just don't mess up on this one. Ugh. Okay. I am pretty sure it's in my wish list, but I need to. Like, I just started trying to pick up on Outlander. And I watched the OA, which was unfortunately less than stellar. Okay. Star Trek. I'm gonna type that in before I forget. Let's see. Is this this is the cartoon one? Oh. Hi. Mio, was this the one that you had me do the picture off of? Oh, where's that at? It says Paramount Plus. Okay. Which we have. Wait, hang on. Is it on Amazon Prime? Watch with Paramount. Oh, shit. I think we have Paramount. No, we don't. We have Peacock. We don't have. Shoot. Yeah. Or if you know of a place I can watch it, let me know. Because I very much. I used to watch. Like American Dad and Family Guy and stuff, But I just was so tired of all that stuff. It's like, I don't know, it just got boring. Same crap over and over again. And I still didn't get to watch Disenchantment. It's like I'm like, oh, I should watch this because I liked The Simpsons. And I liked Futurama. I should watch this, but I just end up not watching it. I don't know why. I think I just feel like lately I'm not in a very I want to watch something happy mood. Instead, I've been watching just period pieces and stuff again. Rewatching Pride and Prejudice for some reason. I don't know why I watch that movie all the time. I tried watching Colette and it was not good. Marvelous Miss Maisel. I've heard of it, but I'm not picturing it. As I type, I apologize. 4th season? Oh, asking if there will be a 4th season. Okay. I will look into it. It says on Amazon Prime with subscription. Come on. Oh wait, no, don't go to season. Hold on. It's trying to make me start at season 4.
You ever wonder if
Hold on. Okay. Add to it. Okay, this one is watch for free, so I'll add that to my Prime. I'll need to find out where I can watch the Star Trek one too, though. Oh, I've done that before, and I hate that. And then I'm like, what's happening? How come I don't understand anything that's going on? I remember, I think I started it was like the newest season of something, and I was so lost, and then I was like, oh crap, it's not even season 1. Just my luck. Especially when something happens that you know, is kind of a big deal in the show. Oh shoot. Oh no. See, that's another one I started watching. I have to watch it in the basement because we have our Apple TV box down there and it's on HBO or whatever. So I was watching it downstairs when I was crafting and stuff, and I started watching the first several episodes of it, and then... Okay, what is her eyes doing? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I watched like 5 episodes, and I'm like, eh. I, for one, I don't like when a series starts off with sex. I don't like when it just jumps. I don't like when it just starts off like that. And I tried so hard to like to be interested in it, and I mean, yeah, I could push myself and watch it, but it's just I don't really want to. To each their own, I guess. Oh no! Like there's sometimes when it's funny, like um not that I expect any of you to have watched it, but like watching I love watching This Is Us. And yeah, that started out, with a naked butt scene. But, it wasn't like pornographic or nothing like that. And it was just a tasteful just scene, whatever. But like when I tried to watch the OA, it was just all like straight up, and I'm like, why? It's just I don't know. It's just a turn off for me. Like I want to like I stuck with it to try to watch the rest of the show, and I was just like, why did I have to do that though? Like I very easily could have just, I honestly should have just not watched it because I finished watching the last episode yesterday, and I was so disappointed, which somebody warned me about, and I really should have just. It's a waste of my time. It just makes me mad when I very much could have watched something else. Oh, I should probably show what I'm doing. Alright. It's probably gonna put the filter on. How do I turn the filter off? Alright. Oh, look, there's my regular face. Okay. So it won't do the eyes. Let me see. It's not gonna focus on it. Ugh, I put the blue on her eyes. You just can't see it, I guess. This is really crappy. There we go. But it is looking good so far. I don't know why I couldn't find a pink that I liked, so I'm going to be using this very shimmery sheer. This is only the second time I've gotten to do a doll. I have done a couple of digital art streams. I think it was just one or two. I was trying to figure it out, but I got muted because of the stupid audio thing. So now that hopefully that's fixed, I'd like to do it more regularly. So I'm not 100% sure yet. I really would like it to be more regular. It's all dependent on when I feel in the mood. A lot of times I fly just by the seat of my pants, just like, oh, what do I want to work on today? Or like sometimes I'm just in a horrible mood and I just can't push myself to do a particular project. Like I did not want to work on this doll until I was in a decent enough mood because I really like this character and I really like my dolls and I don't want to mess them up. And there are times when I'm so stressed that no matter how hard I try, I can't accomplish what I want to accomplish. So I have to, just for my own good, not do anything sometimes, which is weird. This is really pretty. I like this. But yeah, I'd really like to stream most of what I do. I try to always be doing something. My art, most of my stuff is in the basement, like my physical crafting stuff. What does that mean? Piqued my interest. Like my entire basement is literally, there's workout equipment down there and my cats are down there, and then most of the basement is all of my my tools. Like I use an actual toolbox, like a rolling 3-tiered tool chest for all of my art supplies. I have tables and everything set up downstairs. It's so cold and my internet reception is terrible. See, and I didn't have the thing up so I couldn't see it. Thank you. Is that a sub? Oh, I see it. Okay. Look at me. I'm all old figuring stuff out. But yeah, like my so I'm hardlined up here. This is, I guess, the second floor. Main level. This is the second level, and then my basement. So I'm hardlined up here to my PC for my games and stuff, and then we have a range extender on the first floor because my husband plays on his PS5 and his Xbox One. So he was nice enough to let me be the one hardlined in. But as far as trying to reach the basement, like I tried to kind of like test it out on my phone, and it's just the reception was so intermittent, it was really bad. It's not gonna be reliable. So I don't know. And I think we looked into just buying another thing, but like they come in pairs or something, and then the price for one by itself was like, I think it was way more worth it to end up just buying another pair or something, but it was like, I don't know. I don't have it all figured out. I'm trying. I'm working with what I got. We're rolling with the punches. Alright, you're not gonna be able to see that either. She's got really light shimmery pink on her lips right now. Hopefully the photos will turn out better. I have the oh, like what, for like a mod or something? Helping me out with. Man, I am very much a person with, and I don't say any of this. I'm not speaking from a haughty disposition or anything. I am a very quick learner, and I am capable in most areas, in creative wise. It's but I have two problems. One is I pretty much, for the most part, have to be able to make sure I'm home for my husband. He's a veteran and he needs to have him home a lot. And second, the same reason why I did not do well in Stein's portfolio development class. I did fine, I passed, whatever. I cannot just be told, create whatever you want. Like, you have the freedom to just do. I am so indecisive and I come up with so many ideas and I exhaust myself, and then I just get stuck on like what direction to go. Oh, that's really nice of you. Yeah, maybe we can talk and see what, I don't know what to even do. And the other problem too that I'm trying to rectify, hopefully soon, is like months like this, like it's starting to get warm, but my basement is an unfinished basement, and it's relatively cold down there. Like November to probably about a couple weeks ago. It's like I get cold really easily, and like being in the basement is so cold that I can't work down there. And so I need to get somebody and an electrician to come in and put in some more outlets so I can just put in a space heater that constantly run while I'm down there. But we're working on getting that done. We just had a fun little, we came back from our vacation and our water heater wasn't working, so we just had somebody come out yesterday to fix that, so it's always something. But it could have been worse. I mean, at least the heat in the house was working. I've just, worked around that, but... And I would love to be able to, even if nobody really watches a lot of my streams and stuff, that's very encouraging, and I appreciate you saying that. I have not. Do you have something about it on where I would have seen it, or like on Facebook or something, or do? Oh, no. Like, well, I know where you work, and I know like, but what is that? First image that popped into my head was like jousting and go-karts, and I'm like, that cannot be it. Like, what? Okay, that would be fun. As long as you don't follow in the footsteps of whoever else it was that got in trouble for calling it real life Mario Kart. Don't do that. That would be fun though. I saw somebody that had a high caliber bumper sticker on their car at the Meijer, parked over here just before I went on vacation. Yeah. No, I really want to come out and actually like check your place out. Like, I really do. I am. I'm right in BC. So I am. It's only what, like an hour and a half to get to where you are, I think. What? No, you're fine. No, you don't need to apologize for whatever you're apologizing for. But yeah, I am pretty much. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. It's weird. This is like Lansing is just far enough to where it's just a little bit inconvenient is the only thing. Like, especially like with my kids going to school, it's like, unless I leave super early in the morning, you're not gonna have a lot of time to be able to get home in time to get them. It's just, oh, it's just weird. Which just sucks because like I have a friend, my probably one of my best friends, and she lives over in Hillsdale, and it's the same location. I won't tell anybody, I guess, but if that's the case. Yeah, because they have that one place up here. Just the indoor thing up in, I don't think so. She didn't go to school with us. Yeah, but I haven't been there. Like, I literally just live right down the road from it, and it's just one of those things where I've just never got to go. I don't know why. I have a hard time just, like, deciding to do that kind of stuff, I guess. Are you saying that just because they're somewhat in the same competitive market, or just because it's generally not? Oh. No, I watched the video of, like, what you guys went through during COVID, and, just, like, how you guys got started and how you kept going and all that, like, the history thing, and I've seen the videos and stuff, and you can definitely tell you guys have a lot more to offer. It's almost like the David Busters of go-karting. And then I saw the fact that there's, drinks and stuff allowed too, so that's, not that I'm a drinker, I'm really not, but in the right conditions, if you were wanting to have fun, that's nice. That's available. What was I looking for? It's like honestly the only place I've ever gone go-karting is Craig's Cruisers. Are you guys stingy like they are? Like, I know, maybe that's a mean thing to ask. But like, is it the same kind of thing where you're not allowed to make contact with each other or anything? What? Wow. Congratulations. That's exciting. That's cool. No, like, just like, you know, because they're like, oh, no contact whatsoever, or they like make you get off the track. Like, is it like that kind of a situation where you really want to make sure that drivers aren't making contact at all, or is it like fine to be more aggressive? Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just asking just because that's like my only experience with go-karts. I'm not really familiar with anything outside of that, I guess. Oh shit. That could be fun though. Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure. Okay. I just didn't know if that's just like a general thing or if it's just if they were just being super strict. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if I can cut the back of these off. I was telling my husband about it because he likes he's always playing like Gran Turismo and stuff, and he likes to do like driving simulators and stuff. And him and his uncle and his dad go on the other side of the state to go to some other place to do, I think, outdoor go-karting once in a while. It's like a once a year thing that they would do together. But okay, yeah. So what you're saying is do 2 to be safe. My luck, I would do 1 and then like I'm one of those, like, I am always trying to follow the rules, so like I wouldn't get out there and just be hauling ass. I always get so nervous that I'm gonna get in trouble when I do things. I don't know why I have such a guilt complex. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is this? I know I picked EDM. I can get out of here. Burn. Yeah, I know. That's what my husband says about me driving. That's like why I won't drive in DC. Like when we went down there, like I hate driving on the highway, but especially in situations like that. And I had to drive up there one time because we were buying a car somewhere by DC, and so I had to drive back home. No. Yeah. But so I was like the whole time. But I had my kid in the car, so I'm like, of course I have to be careful because, you know, I didn't want to get in an accident. But it's so stressful. But no, for me, right now, I'm starting to get busy with kids doing sports or after school activities. Like my older one, she's been getting into youth group and stuff, so like today she was gone all day till like 7:30. But I'm between that and like trying to do all of my hopefully gardening, because I started all of my seeds and stuff the last couple of days, like I said, and I'm really nervous about it actually being fruitful. So I'm trying really hard to like study up and read, because I've done like small things but not anything like large scale, and so hoping that all goes well, and then trying to figure out how to be more productive in this department. My problem is I have a hard time marketing myself, because I'm just very much one of those like I'm not gonna haggle people. I honestly feel like your work will sell itself for the most part, and the right people will find you if they want it. You really don't want to have to bend someone's arm to like, hey, will you please buy my stuff, or oh, will you please get a commission from me, because I just don't like how that feels. It feels gross. And so luckily I'm in a position where like I don't, you know, yeah. I had a little bit of a run-in with that earlier this year, because I had I don't know if you saw the post I had done about, I did the I designed an airbag cover for an indoor trampoline park. my neighbor actually owns it and asked if I knew anybody that did art, and I was like, well, yeah. Like, I don't have college experience, but yeah, I mean, I do. That's what I do. And like, he approved everything that I sent over, and the CEOs or whatever did too, and so they asked me to do it, so I did, and that's the first time I've ever done a large project. And then he's like, thank you. I haven't gone and seen it in person. I just said that today. I said I have not gone up to see it. It's up on Alpine. Like, I really should. Like, I'm nervous because I'm one of those people that's super critical, so I'm afraid if I go see it in person that I'm gonna be like, oh. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I was having a hard time when he was like, how much do you charge? And I'm like, I said, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never worked. I don't know when I'm gonna go. It's not that far away. It's just a matter of actually going. I think if I go, my kids are gonna want to play. Which, my neighbor is super nice, and he's always like, you guys can bring the kids up to play with my kids, and you don't have to pay anything. And I'm like, that doesn't feel right. I feel guilty, so I don't want to take advantage of him, you know. But even if I just popped in just to see it, he'd be fine with that. Yeah, I was like, I've never done anything this large scale before. And so I'm like, I said, I usually charge, you know, just this, and this for commission stuff. I said, but for something this large, I'm not really sure. I said, what, being that I know him personally, I felt more comfortable just asking him, like, you know, what do you feel comfortable paying? Because honestly, to me, I had like a price in my head that I was like, you know, if it was like this, I'd totally be fine with just paying that. But he gave me a number based on like what he was figuring out, and it was way more than I was gonna, like, it was at least double what I was gonna even consider saying yes to. So I was like, sure. Yeah, that works for me, you know. So it helped me kind of just at least get my foot in the door and just realize, like, I really do need to take more stock in what I'm doing. Like, yeah, thank you. I don't believe that someone has to go to school in order to, you know, have the value of their work. But at the same time, I know that there's so many people out there that can offer quite, you know, exceptional service in the same areas that I do, and so I don't want to feel like I'm better than anybody else, because I'm really not. Like, just matter of fact, there's so many people that even I, like, when I'm looking for something and I just don't feel like doing it myself, I'll ask someone else if they'd like to work on a project for me. But I know it's that, like, I've been looking up, like, when you do like a painting, like how you should calculate. Either you calculate by time and, you know, materials and like what you're gonna pay yourself, and then or you calculate, there's some people that just calculate per square inch. And so, like, if you decide that you're gonna pay yourself 25 cents per square inch, then you do the math and figure it out. But it's like, to me, in my brain, I'm always thinking, like, you know, if I went to a convention or a place where there's vendors or whatever, what would I be looking for? Like, what could I afford? And so I don't know if it's just my brain's not in the right place, because to me, I'm like, I really like that, but like, I could never afford to pay $350 or $500 for, you know, a painting. Like, I feel like people are either just have a lot more money than I realize, or I don't know. So I always lowball it, just because I'm like, for me, in my experience at least, if I have my commissions set at a certain price, I do have people that are like, it's a little much, you know, like, or maybe I can do one, you know. And if I have it to where I lower my prices a little bit, and I know some people say I shouldn't do that, but I had prices lowered, and then there were people that were like, okay, like, can I get a few pictures? And to me, I'd rather have somebody say yes, you know, to a couple of projects and it be affordable for them and giving me work. But thanks, Meow. That really, I know, that it means a lot to me. I know I have the ability, and the thing is, that I work way harder on other people's projects than I do my own. But it's like with these dolls and stuff, I'm trying to, yeah. Well, and I'm the person where like I look at something and I'm just like I'll scout for what I like, and then I'm like I'll just go do that myself at home, like because I can, you know. And that's probably crappy for me to kind of have that attitude, but um, yeah, like I was trying to figure out the price for like a 16 by 24 or whatever it is, and it was literally like if I paid myself, you know, I think it was a quarter or less, it'd be 30 or $350, and I'm like, who can pay that? Or like I'll be streaming or scrolling through TikTok, and I have a couple artists that stream on there, and they're constantly like, oh yeah, this one is only, you know, $450, $500, and they're getting orders all the time. And some of them, I mean, like I could do better work than that, but I don't know, like how does that even happen? But they're constantly like, you know, pushing out Instagram and pushing out stuff all of the time. And I just, to me, I don't want it to be like that. And I feel like I have to. Yeah. Well, and that's what a lot of people, I read about that a while ago where they were talking about how it's also not good for the art community in general to just constantly lower their prices for things, because then everybody, you know, you always get those people that ask if they can have free stuff, but like everybody wants to get whatever's the cheapest out of you anyway. And every once in a while, I mean, for the most part, I've had good customers. I've had good clients. Yeah. It's I don't like business. Like I don't want to be in a business mindset about my work, because then I feel it's going to turn into just like a job that I hate, that I'm just trying to make work. That's what I'm afraid of. Like, because I was watching a video, and this lady was talking about how to make your at-home crafting and art business actually profitable as a stay-at-home job. And she was going through all the math of, well, you know, if you know what your you know, goal salary is for the year, and say you want to make $60,000, well then you have to calculate it backwards and, you know, do this, this, and this. And I'm just like, oh my god, that sounds awful. Like I don't know. Which I'm thankful, like my husband provides for us more than adequately. So it's not that, but it's like, you know, I mean, it would be nice to have extra money for like vacations and stuff, or to just be able to help with stuff in general, but I can't, I get afraid as I'm like, you know, what if you do really well like the first year? Like, but then it's kind of like a fad thing, or like people just don't really aren't interested in your stuff anymore, and then you're not hitting anywhere near that profit margin or that salary that you thought you were definitely going to be getting. And I spend so much money on art supplies and stuff, and it's like if I like I know there's people that are like, oh, you could use this as tax write-offs, and you could use this as like put yourself as a business, and like how do you invest in this? And I'm just like, it just sounds so bad. That's okay. You can pep talk me all you want, and I'm still just that person that's like, I'm always just gonna have uncertainty. That's just unfortunately how I am. But part of it is, like I said, just because I have to I have to be home. Like I have a friend, I have a friend who I lived by, and I know her in person. She very much does, like she does paintings on like people's bedrooms, and on like she did Amazon, like she just did all the painting on the glass and stuff at Amazon. but she is very much puts herself out there. She's very super friendly and nice, and her work is good. But she traveled, like she went to Brighton to work on somebody's gaming room. She did like a Diablo mural or something, and a lot of times I'm like, I wish I had the ability to do that, but I can't always guarantee that I'll be able to say yes to projects, you know, if I'm needed here at home. And so it's just the uncertainty. I will always make sure that my family is taken care of first, because that's not an option. So to me, it's kind of it's just hard. My situation's a little bit more unique, so it's just like on in some aspect, I don't have the ability to just definitely say yes and be gung-ho about it and just jump in, because I have things that could definitely just make it a no, it can't happen. So it's just the reality of how things are, and I'm okay with that. It's just makes things a little bit more difficult. But I really would like to, like I was trying to get it set up so that I could go to like the anime conventions and like go downtown to festival and stuff and actually try to do stuff that way, because I wouldn't mind vendoring. Like my kids are older now, they can sit with me, and they wanted to make stuff too, so. People smash and you guys have like a break room? There's one right down the street from me, and I haven't ever gone because they only open at 4. They're not open during the day. Like, why? You have moms that need to de-stress, man. Open your place up at 11 and I would be there, but they don't open till 4. It doesn't help me. That's cool. I always wanted to go to one. I feel like that would be very cathartic. Dang. It's tempting. Do you get to use it for free? I mean, I could do it for free here too, but I'm sure my neighbors would probably call the cops and be like, I don't know what's going on. She's lost her shit, man. Come get her. That's cool. That's fun though. I guess it's better job perks than some places, right? Instead of your free meal at Taco Bell or McDonald's or whatever. Although I will say, I did enjoy the fact that I got free food when I worked at McDonald's, because, well, for a while till I was sick of it, but. People. No, sick of the food. Like, they're like, oh, every day that you work at McDonald's, you get, you know, a free meal. And sometimes you're just like, oh, I don't want anything from here today. I smell like it. I couldn't get the smell out of my hair. This always smelled like it. It's so bad. Although, fresh French fries, man. When I say cathartic, I feel like I say it way more than I should. It's the only word that comes to my head. I can do an ASMR. Just. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll show you what I got since you're. Let's see. There's a filter. I remember. Let's see. It's gonna put the filter on it. Let me shut this off again so you can see my normal face, my pasty face. And sometimes it is. I hate chewing sounds, but there's some times when I've accidentally scrolled across one and there'll be just a particular sound that I'm like, I'll get right on that. Yeah. No, that, like, I can't. I don't know what it is. Like, the ones that I don't mind, they're not even eating sounds. It's the ones where you have like they have like the glass and they put the sand in it and they use like the little wooden thing to like that sound. Like I'm just like I could listen to that all day. Hey, that looks pretty good. So you can't see it, but she has like blue outlined pupils and she has blue tattoos. Oh my gosh. I really need a better quality camera. I could use my DSLR as my primary camera, but then I'd have to have it. This is a standing desk, so I don't need things towering up any more than they already will. But yeah, she's coming along really nicely. I'll show you the artwork since you're here, Kale. This is her. This is my Jada. My, oops, tiefling water genasi druid. Thank you. Oh, she's good in there. My other one, the one I plan on working on after this, is pretty cool. Like she's like undead, reborn in D&D, whatever. Anyway, somebody brought her. She basically like a Frankenstein. So she is like half of her face is like cut open. She has like burns and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, if I take my own personal projects and actually spend a little bit more time on them and not rush them, then if other people want more, you know, if they want commissions, because I did do a set, and I mentioned this before, for somebody. I did a Morticia, a Gomez, and I worked lots of details into those. And I enjoy doing it though. I like doing work for somebody else. But they're fun to do. I don't know, I enjoy it. More than I probably should, honestly. But I have a whole, if you haven't seen, and it's a mess over here, so forgive me. Oh yeah, look at all my crap on my room. But all of these are all prime prepped, naked and hairless, waiting for me to get going on things. So some are for me, some are for my sweet Chris's. Mio, I love you. You're so funny. Yes, would anybody want to go shopping in here? I guess I could make a good turnaround profit on the amount of crap I have in here. I have... my husband pays for the expensive stuff, so let's just put it that way. I don't know what I've got. Unless you're gonna walk me through how to, what is it, speed test? Or I don't know. I'm sure I could look it up somehow. See, it's like those things that I'm like, he likes to fixate on them, so like my brain just lets it all go. Oh yeah. Yeah, not lunch streaming. What time is it? It's already after 1. You guys popping in makes time fly by. Which is nice, but... yeah, we have... I'm trying to think of what it is we have, because I know you said not to do it while I'm doing this, but why not for shits and giggles? Go. Brain just goes on the frozen. Yeah. What does it mean? Let's see. Download speeds 573.79 megabits per second, I guess. And my upload speed's like 38 megabits per second. If that answers your question. Or if unless I'm buffering again on you and you didn't catch any of that. wondering if there's an option to. What is that? Oh, I'm so dumb. Is there not an option to subscribe on here? Yeah, 573. I thought there was an option to subscribe. I don't know. Are you just saying that because you're cheap? No, I was kidding. Just kidding, just kidding. Loses followers. So this is what happens when I talk. Oh my gosh. I'm just playing. Just joking. Please don't unfollow me. Losing friends as fast as I do in real life, man. Can't lose what you don't have. Does it? Subscriptions come with the Twitch. Well, I have the. I pay for the Prime thing or the. No. That's the worst, man. Yeah, I paid for the whatever thing it was that was like $100 and something a year. I don't know. Followers, man. People need like, share, and subscribe so I can get 50 followers. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Dang. Sorry, I know I had it up really loud. And then I'm loud, so. Which I need to be quiet before I wake my kids up. If it started storming yet. I don't think so. How many? I don't even know how many followers I have now. I have to check. 15 followers. Hey. Hey, thanks to all you who follow me for my shenanigans. Randomness. Jeez. Oh, well, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I have it set up to do these two and YouTube, but for some reason YouTube keeps telling me that I don't have it selected to multi-stream. I don't know, I just downloaded the video and then re-uploaded it to Facebook. It gave me, or to YouTube, and it gave me an option, so I just did it that way. I don't even know what's going on with that. Oh, you were so sweet. Is that it? Oh, it looks like Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh yeah, I got a new shirt. You're probably gonna hate on me. You may not. I don't know. Look what I got this week. Sakura. Thank you. Man, I got this shirt so cheap. It was on vacation. It was like $5 in the clearance section of all things. I was a little sad. Well, I know too much anime stuff. I know, so many people give her hate though. Like, I like her. I don't mind. That's why I bought it. That and my kid, she is somewhat self-conscious. Like, she likes like the Tokidoki stuff, and she's watched Sailor Moon and stuff, and she likes anime. But nobody at her age in her school does like even know what it is, and so I think she gets self-conscious about it. So I was trying to get her to buy a. Well, be prepared. You are being indoctrinated into it right now. No. I was trying to encourage her to buy this Sailor Moon t-shirt. I will. I don't pay for all of the anime subscriptions for nothing. And some not paid for. But I was trying to encourage her to buy the Sailor Moon t-shirt, and she was kind of like, eh. And I was like, well, I'm gonna get this one. I was like, we can be t-shirt buddies, and she's like, okay. So she immediately wanted to buy it, and yeah, she's already worn it like once or twice since we've been back. So yeah. I agree. I don't think she's that bad of a character is the thing. Like, she definitely has more of a personality than some female protagonists. I don't know. Wait, did I use the right word? Protagonist, yeah. If I didn't, oh well. I don't care. Just trying to put in a little more detail on her hands. There's a gnat in here. I'm not. That's fine. Have fun with that. I'll probably be here for just a few more minutes before I head out, only because I gotta be up at 5:45 to get my oldest one up for school. Mom life. Oh my gosh, yes! Actually really enjoyed that show until a certain point. Yeah. Stupid Jesse. I stopped watching, like I didn't finish the last couple episodes and I really just need to pick it up just so I can finish it off. But I was kind of, I don't know. I think I was just like weirded out by where it kind of went to after the whole Gus thing. I don't know. I need to finish it though. Yeah. Well, she gets on the bus. I mean, that's only an hour to get her up and functioning and breakfast and all that fun stuff, and then get on the bus. I am leaning over to get paint, by the way. I don't know what. Nap after? Nap after what? After she gets on the bus? I don't think so. I think she's been a little nervous about riding the bus with all the high school kids and stuff. Some of them have been kind of asinine, as some of them are. I used to nap on the bus. Or put my makeup on. In the dark, on the way to school, because I tried to get up as late as possible in the morning. You're funny. Throw your whole body in the air, that's a lot. I don't know, it's a bit too much effort for 1 o'clock in the morning. I guess, you know, for you it's midnight. You're on the same time zone as me, both of you are. Wow, what to call people. I'm just gonna keep calling you Keel, first of all. I can call you Dumpling or I can call you Kevin, what do you want? Dumpling sounds weird. Go Kev. Dumpling just sounds southern. Like, I feel like my southern accent wants to come out. Just call everybody Sweet Pea and... Oh my gosh. Need to not do that. Pretty sure some of this is getting covered up there. Sure. I'll do some of the... At least I'm glad I changed the music, man. So I slip into it. I'm one of those people that I can't be around people that have accents because it pulls it out of me. So it's terrible. I feel embarrassment for myself. And then one time I was being stupid when I was working at McDonald's, and I was just bored, you know, as you get. Hold on, I'm grabbing some yarn here a second. This is the color I'm gonna use. Yes, I got one here. So I was just bored and I was on back drive. And of course my idiotic self is like, you know, I'm only just at a McDonald's in the freaking town where everybody knows me, so I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm like, I'll just go ahead and I'll play around with an Irish accent today and just talk to people like that's my normal voice. And sure enough, the teacher comes rolling through. And they just get to the drive and they look up at me and I'm just like, it's been a long day. Just sorry. That and every time Mr. Hackley would come, like I didn't even know him that well, but he knew my name. And every time he'd come through the drive-thru, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife. And I'm just like, thanks. Have a great day. Which I was the person that Hackley, the athletic director, yeah. Which I explain that to my kids, and now every time it comes on, they go, Mom, it's your song. And I'm like, I hear it. Ugh. But I'm one of those people where, like, I have to try really hard to be super polite. So this exhausts me. Like, it's so much easier with you guys, though, because I know all of you personally. I would say personally. I've known all of you for many years. So it's so much easier. But, like, working at, like, McDonald's or something, it's... You have to put on your happy face, and you have to change the tone in your voice and be an entirely different person for, like, hours. But I do that at school functions and stuff, too, and I have to do that now that we live in a neighborhood, and I don't want the neighbors to hate my children. I have to play nice mom, and it's very... You're very fucking kindly, exactly. Most people I just don't think they realize there are people that just are trying their hardest to be pleasant, and they're just not, you know? Yeah. And it's not like I'm a mean person, but it's like, everybody always thinks I'm pissed off. Always. So. I'm trying, yeah. Why? I'm not mad. I'm mad thinking about the people assuming I'm mad, if that makes sense. I'm not mad though. That's the thing is I'm never really ever mad. Like if I'm mad, you'll know it. Oh like, well, the thing is too, like for me, like everybody says that they can't picture me ever having resting bitch face. Pushing it. No, I'm just kidding. I hope you know I'm kidding. I'm just like I am always entertained throughout the day, even if it's dead silent in my house. Like my mind is just thinking, singing, scrolling through ideas, thinking of all the crap I have to do. I don't know. I'm never bored. And so I'm always just yeah, I'm fine. Though, like that's what I say, I'm fine. And look at that! My honesty got me another follower! Thanks for joining my stream. Now I'm curious what made this person follow. Hopefully it wasn't when I was pretending to be super, super happy because you're gonna be a little disappointed. Oh, jeez. I'm generally, like, I'm a super easygoing person. It's just, I always just look, like, super unapproachable. Yeah, it drives me nuts. I'm glad you understand. Well, I just don't understand the concept of like never having something to do. Like I always feel like I have too much to do. Like I don't know. Which is a blessing and a curse, I guess, but oh, I forgot to show what I'm doing. Hold on. So, oh. So to make the doll's hair, by the way, like you cut yarn into strands and like loop it around this stick. And then I use a cat brush. Everybody uses them. And you separate the strands, and once they get brushed out, you straighten it with a hair straightener, and it is literally just like regular fibers. So that is what I'm going to be working on today and tomorrow. Yeah, well, so like my husband's the exact opposite. He cannot. He's always like, I'm bored. Or he has to have like the TV on all the time. Which I will have music on if I'm working or I'll watch a show, but like a lot of times I am totally cool with just like having the slider open and listening to animals outside or whatever, or like sitting in the grass doing nothing. I am totally cool with doing that for hours on end. And he can't do it. I'm glad I am the way that I am, though. I couldn't. I feel like I don't. I feel like it would really suck to just be bored. Like to actually feel boredom. Like, I don't know. I never have the opposite problem. Too much wanting to do. That wasn't even a sentence, but we made it. The thing. Oh. I was gonna say the pose that's called, and I felt like for a half a second there that I'm probably really wrong on what it's. If someone else says it first, I'll go along with it, but I'm not 100% sure you're saying it right. This part is tedious, but it's cheap. And again, used my Joann's coupons today, so I only paid 49 cents for this whole thing of yarn. Which, since I was spending so little, I went and bought 2 more things of yarn because that's how my brain works, apparently. Like, I can't just put 49 cents on my bank card. Let's spend some more money. Oh, yeah, sorry. So, I am working on a custom D&D doll for myself right now. But, oh, I did turn it back on. I didn't want it back on. So this one is based off of my artwork that I did for my character. But I make all my dolls into... Well, I make all my characters into dolls. At least I'm trying to. So right now I'm playing catch-up. But I'm doing them for myself, and then hopefully if people want... if I have more people that want commissions for dolls, I can offer that as well. So I've done a couple before, so... Yeah, just trying to kind of just show what I'm doing. I do stream digital art sometimes too. I have only done it a couple times. I'll try to do that more often. Because I draw more often than I do other things. I just forget to turn the stream on. So... yeah, I shop at Joann's and Hobby Lobby and Michael's and Home Depot religiously, to the point where I always have coupons rolling in. And sometime, many years ago, I put my first name in, and then I put I put my middle name in apparently as a whole separate thing, so I get double sets of coupons. And they give you coupons on the app now, so I'm always rolling in coupons to where like I feel so guilty letting them go to waste sometimes, which is probably where all my money's going. On all those art supplies, man. Well, then sometimes you'll have to stop in if I'm drawing sometime, if you want. Trying to just figure out, you know, because I think the last time I did a video, hopefully now that I got the audio thing figured out, it shouldn't be fixed, but it muted my whole video. Like, I think I was talking during the whole thing, but it muted it because of copyright. Because I didn't have the video on demand thing toggled off so that it wouldn't put the music in whatever. I think it's dumb that that they even have that. Like, it's done through Twitch and they still regulate it as much as they do. I can be wrong in that, I'm sure. But honestly, for Jada, she has a lot of hair. So I'm probably gonna end up making an entire stick at least of this. Which I'm like a third of the way there. I try to be, because it adds up. Part of my problem is too, like, I'll get in the mindset of like, I'll go into the craft store for one thing. Like, I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go buy a pack of canvases. And thank you. Like, I went in for a pack of canvases at Joann's because they were doing the thing on sale. And I go in there, and they're doing a spring break sale. Sorry, where they were doing like all of their. Okay, I have them on the floor, so I'm not gonna go get them. But they had all their strings of beads. They usually range anywhere in price from like $3.99 a strand to like $11.99 a strand, and all of the beads were like, they were like, buy two get one free or something. And then I went in another time and all of the strands of beads were like, they were like $2.99 a strand. And I'm just like, I wasn't coming here for beads, but I know if I don't buy these, when I come back and I have to pay $12 for one strand, I'm gonna be super pissed. So like, I try to snag things, and it's of course it's always when my kids are with me, so they get so mad. They're like, oh, Mom, can we just go home? I feel bad for them sometimes. They've gotten better now that they're getting a little bit older, but yeah, it always happens to me though. Like, I'll go in and wander around for a couple hours in the store, sometimes just trying to find something to spend my coupons on, and I don't really find anything. And then I go in with my kids and I'm like, we'll just quick trip, we'll just go in and grab this one thing, and then there's like this huge sale, and they instantly know. They're like, oh no. Or fabric, you know, same thing with fabric. It's an unhealthy obsession, really, but I think my goal needs to be to start actually using up the supplies I have. Yeah. But we know I'm just gonna keep buying more stuff, so. So I'm that person that doesn't understand that. I didn't understand that like paint went bad. I just assume until it is dried up, like, it's fine. But like, so I have supplies that are years old. Some of it's fine, some of it's not fine, and I never got a chance to use it, which is kind of, I don't like that feeling. Oh crap. Get in there. Forgot you guys can't see it unless I hold it up here, so my apologies. But yeah, so like, if you, each strand of yarn has like 3 or 4 strands together. If you have, where do I have it? Oh, I don't know where it went. I had like a comb. Oh well. But yeah, if you gently like take the ends of these and like kind of tap the brush on them, I'll show you. They start to fray apart like this. And they become very fibrous. And then if you keep brushing them out, it'll just keep getting finer and finer until you have like these puffs. It's kind of funny, but it's hard too, because if you overbrush certain parts of it, like I've had where I was trying to brush this whole thing out and I was brushing too hard in this section and like all of this broke off, so it's kind of a ugh. Yeah. Well, it's smart not to just blow all your money on things you don't need at the time, but it just blows my mind when there's sales like that too, though. Like, literally, I'll find like a strand of beads and I'm like, I really want these, but I am not paying $12 for them. So you better believe when that $2.99 sale comes around, I better remember that I wanted to buy them, or I will regret it, because my brain doesn't forget anything. This looks like Deku's hair. It's getting all... And this takes a while to do this, so I'll see if I have time to do it tomorrow. And then do the whole thing in this whole length. What, like games? Oh. Oh, you mean like art supplies? I have to catch up on the last season, actually, because I was watching it week to week, and then it was like, I think there was a week where there was a break, and I was just looking for something to watch, and so then I watched something else, and just got distracted. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, bundles of things can be a good deal as long as you're spending your money on stuff that you actually are gonna use, you know, if you actually need it, even if it's a little bit of money on the front end. Like I've been trying to buy in bulk lately, like, because we have a Costco membership, and a lot of times I'll go in there like, ugh. Like, I always buy batteries from Costco, because $12.99 for 40 batteries, that is a great deal. Like, I will keep my Costco membership just for that. And we used to like use their print services a lot, but now they got rid of them. Like, you can still use it online, but you can't like go in and print stuff, which I am not happy about. But like, I was trying to buy like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, my kids love that stuff, and so like I'll buy the boxes, and it's like $5 for a box, for like one large box at the store right now. If you go to Costco, it's $6.99 and you get 2 boxes in one box. Or like, I just bought 18 boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese because my kid loves it, and I'm like, this is only $14.99. Like, that's 99 cents a box or whatever. I don't know. My math's probably terrible on that, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I was trying to spend $100 so they would give me free shipping, because I think it was the week my kid had food poisoning, and I couldn't leave the house. So I was like, if I spend $100, I get free shipping. So I was just trying to buy stuff we already buy, like peanut butter and jelly and cereal and all that junk. So they delivered it right to my house, 2-day shipping. Crazy. Hold on, education, man. You're right. Man, I even had to retake advanced algebra. I had Slogter my first year, and I loved his class. I just don't like. Wait, was it advanced algebra? I'm trying to think. I didn't do good in his class, and I had to retake whatever class it was with Mr. Dahan the following year. Did not like him. And if by some chance that man is in the stream, then I'm sorry. Not sorry. I loved Mr. Brilhart though. He was just the right amount of strict and like, I will 100% help you if you ask for help on things, which I'm totally behind that kind of teacher. Because I was never a talkative person in class anyway, so I can get behind that. But yeah, I don't, man. Just getting the fibers in my nose. It's not good. Let's see how long this is gonna take. Yeah, Chenier, right? Remember the trainer, his wife. Well, because they got divorced, right? Because then her maiden name was Kanishconnect. Because I had her for. Are you serious? Jeez. She was so strict. I liked her, but I'm just saying, I don't know, man. The fact that you said yum. Yeah, it was Mrs. Chenier. Why? Is that something she said all the time? I don't remember. I loved her class just because I like writing. No, it's fine. I'm joking. No, it's just because I was trying very hard not to retort with an equally awkward comment. So my brain was struggling to not. No, not him. Well, a few other teachers. Man, I looked up one teacher recently because I saw somebody at the store that looked like him. And this teacher in question had, he's at a college as a professor or whatever. You're welcome. Good luck. He has an earring in his ear, and to me, like, I don't care, that's fine. But I cannot picture this man with his personality having an earring in his ear because he was so strict. I don't, maybe I'm weird. This is all these the fibers that come off of this. You can, if you're interested to know, probably not. You can take a dowel, like you can use a pencil or something, anything weighted, and re-spin them into fibers. Like, this is how they actually make their own homespun yarn. Is you take wool or whatever fiber you're using, and if you just let it keep dangling, you can mix colors or whatever. But I'm like, oh, I should make my own, and I'm like, I don't need to give myself another hobby. I don't know. He was my 8th grade science teacher, and I had a huge thing for him, but he was such a dick. Like, he was such a dick. So it always makes me question myself. But yeah, it's just weird. I'm like, man, it's just, I don't know. Wait, you're far behind on what? What is? Well, Kev admitted that he had the hots for a teacher at our school. I said that one of my teachers had an earring in his ear, and then I was talking about the fibers. Oh, no, I don't miss him. It was the same guy. I was saying I can't imagine this guy. I just feel like it doesn't seem real that this person with the earring is the same person. I was saying dick. Maybe that's what confused you. It's KoenISCH. It's very long. I'll Facebook Messenger it to you. Gondish. Hey, there's a dentistry with that last name. Watch, she's probably married to him. Oh, it's in Michigan. You might be out of luck. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I remember when I had her as a teacher, she had just become divorced, I think, so that's why I remember her last name. And I have a good memory, unfortunately. Apparently, I'm only allowed to talk for so long because my voice keeps, you know. What? Please do. Yeah, I was gonna say we need to catch up because you need to fill me in on whether, you know, what's going on with you life-wise. If you're still attached to certain people or if things have changed for you. Harsho never. Every time I've ever asked him, because like Gadget would just be like, "Hey, have you heard from Keel lately?" And I'm like, "Oops." I'm like, no, I haven't. So I'll like ask Harsho, and he's like, "I don't know. I don't talk to him. I haven't talked to him in like forever." And I'm like, "Chill out. I was just asking. Jeez." Okay. Well, it's been a minute, so I'm not surprised. I figured it was either that or you guys were married by now or something. You never know. So. Oh, goodness. Well, considering it's 1:45, I probably need to call it a night, a morning. Whatever you want to call it. So I got this far. I'm going to try to deal with making some of the modifications I need. And then dealing with straightening out this hair. And like I said, I have all of her fabric to make her clothes and stuff, and all the whatever I need to. Norming? Morning? Yeah, no, I do too. We still play on Saturdays. We play D&D and yeah. So I mean, I see him I see him weekly. I do see him weekly because we're on camera. So he's just, I think he doesn't like, I don't know. He's very vague with details. Let's put it that way. He just likes to talk about sports. The Raptors. Oh yeah, he said he wasn't sure if he was going to be on Saturday because he's going to the Raptors game. Hey, good for you. Well, I'm sorry about the relationship thing. You know, that happens. Hopefully it was for a good reason, though. Yeah, and Kev, anytime you want to stop in, I'm assuming Neil's still here, too, because I think it said I still had 4 people. Yeah. I really appreciate all you guys keeping me company and for stopping by and just supporting me. Honestly, just giving me a little encouragement to keep working on my stuff. So, I mean, I really appreciate helping my motivation. So, hopefully you all stay well. And all of you know how to get a hold of me for the most part. If you can't get a hold of me by other means, stop in and I'm always here to talk to people. Pretty chill, so. Yeah, you better not be threatening empty promises. Yeah, he's usually a good on that. He's got his head usually in a good place, so that's good. Oh my gosh, side note too, Ark is graduating next month. Man, can't believe that. Yeah! Another friend of ours that we all play games with. They're friends, but like I don't think they've really been in touch lately, so yeah. That's crazy. There's so many people that are going out and doing their own thing, and it's like, it's hard to stay in touch with people sometimes, but I mean, I'm always like in the same state. Like, I don't care if it's been 10 years, 20 years, and clearly, Exhibit A, Kevin, we went to high school together, and we went to church together as teenagers, so But like we literally haven't talked in forever. But it's like proof right there that it doesn't matter how much time has passed. So I like that though. Like, that feels good to me though. Just people that you feel comfortable with. So going to real soon. I really would like to make it out to try out the go-karting though. I want to go fast. As much as I don't like driving fast, it's different when it's when you know you're not going to get rolled by a semi. I don't know. Well, in some respects, you already have, but I appreciate the offer, and if you want to talk, you know how to get a hold of me. Oh no, I mean I believe that. I for sure believe that, but I wanna go have fun. Like I said, I was trying to convince my husband to go out there, but I don't know. I just need to actually take him out there and make him go. But all right, I will sit here and keep talking for like another 30 minutes, so I really need to go. But I will catch you later. You guys have a wonderful night. Stop in another time. I don't want to be the person that says like, share, and subscribe, but man, now that I know that there's 50 followers on there, I need to put that on there. All right. You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you all later. I love you all.